This one's interesting. This is posed by dogpounddaily.com. So the question is, could the Browns get a similar haul for Odell Beckham that the Falcons got for Julio Jones? So for Julio Jones, they got a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick the next year in 2023, and they gave up a sixth-round pick in 2023. So one, do you think they could get a similar haul for Odell? Two, do you think the Browns have any interest in doing that if they could get a second and upgrade from like a sixth to a fourth?
I do think they could get the same haul. I just don't think they have any interest in doing that. And to me, that's not enough. And, there are other factors in play for the Falcons. They wanted to get rid of Julio Jones' contract, and the Titans were willing to take that on. And Odell has a similar contract, but the Browns have salary cap space and have been shown no inclination to get rid of Odell, whether it's his contract or him as a player/person. And they've been really consistent about that. So, I know Odell's name by itself generates conversation. I know he hasn't been everything the Browns hoped since they traded for him, and that's largely based on injuries. But I think the Browns want to ride it out. I think they want to see what a healthy Odell looks like in 2021 with a better developing Baker Mayfield and a team that's got Super Bowl expectations. And in my opinion, if the Browns traded Odell, all of a sudden they'd have a hole at number one receiver. And that's a big spot to have a hole in. And people can say, hey, they won games and played well as an offense after Odell got hurt. And that's true to some degree, but I think Odell makes them better. I think Odell makes the run game better. I think he makes Jarvis Landry better. And number one receivers just don't fall off trees, or don't grow on trees. So I think the Browns are happy to have Odell.
Yeah, I would agree. If they don't get a number one pick, at least a number one, first-round pick, I don't think they even entertain that. And I couldn't agree with you more. The other thing that you brought up kind of on the periphery, Andrew Berry's done a really good job managing the salary cap. And if you want to see places that haven't, look at the Falcons, look at the Saints, look at some of the people they've had to get rid of. That's why he made some tough decisions with Sheldon Richardson and the like.
Now, that's a good point. And, it's going to get tougher for him given the Baker Mayfield extension, the Nick Chubb extension, the Denzel Ward extension. Maybe a guy like Wyatt Teller, who's entering the the last year of his rookie deal, maybe he doesn't get an extension because you have to draw the line somewhere. Now, I think that's yet to be determined. Some of it depends on how Teller plays this season because he's only had one really good year in the league. But I could see that. I could see Andrew Berry saying, hey, we've already spent enough on the offensive line. We can find somebody to play right guard. I'm not saying that'll happen, but those are the kind of decisions he will have to make just because you're going to have to pay your quarterback $35 or $40 million a year. And Miles is making $25 million a year. And Denzel Ward's going to make $18 or $20 a year. So it's going to become more difficult, but Andrew Berry's in a good spot right now. And to me, the decision to release Sheldon Richardson was all about maintaining cap flexibility. And that's something that they really value. And I think they'll try to keep that as they go on, but it's going to be harder and harder just given the contracts that some of their best players are going to command.